to share with you guys the first major visitation that I had from the soul of Jesus on October 20th, 2020. If you've been following me for a few years, you've probably already heard this story. However, I do have a lot of new subscribers on TikTok, so I just wanted to share this. And not only that, you know, the 4-year anniversary of it happening just rolled by, and it always gets me thinking. On October 20th, 2020, I was at work. I was listening to a headset a bunch of spiritual teachers downloaded on YouTube. The first one I came across was a woman who was a channeler, and she was channeling Jesus, and Jesus had this message, and I was listening to it, and in part of it he said, if you're having a hard time opening up your heart in this incarnation, to invite me in and I will help you. And this was a time after my divorce. I was going through a very hard time, and in the very next video a guy was talking about how when you have a shower and the water goes over you, it's like it's cleansing you and you're getting baptized. And I love having lots of showers. I feel refreshed because of that reason. So I was like, you know what? I just said in my head, I'm like, all right, Jesus, I'm having a hard time. I'm opening up my heart in this incarnation. How about the next time I have a shower, you can baptize me and help me out with that? You know, this was around noon, let's say. And so around 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'm off work, and usually I would go straight home and have a shower. But for some reason, I got caught up running some errands, and I wasn't able to get home till 7:30 that night. And I completely forgot about what I said earlier. So I hop in the shower. I'll show you guys a picture of the beautiful shower I was in when this happened. But I'm in the shower. I'm just standing there, and this heat wave comes like throughout my inside of my body, and I was like, what the heck? It was just this wave of warm energy, and I started looking around, like it threw me off. I was like, that's crazy, what was that? And then another one of these warm energy waves just came throughout my body, and the next thing I knew, it literally felt like my skin was popping like popcorn. Like I felt like I was almost electrical in the shower, right? And I feel this presence come towards me on the right, and I look over, and at the time we had a darker shower curtain than the one that's in this picture, but it was so strange because it just became invisible, and I see this soul approaching me. It's invisible and wavy, but it's got all this unconditional love just radiating off of it. The energy of Jesus came over me, and all these downloads started happening, and I had all these energy exchanges, and it was, to say it's undescribable, you know, it's hard to put into words. Every time I try to think of something new to say about how it felt, but it's just, you're just in awe of the amount of unconditional love. And you know, from that experience, I got to see that he was showing me his actual height in this incarnation when he was down here, and he was around 5 foot, 5'1", 5'2". And because of other experiences I've had, I've also been shown that he was brown skin or black, whichever one you want to use, not white. One of the messages that I received was Jesus telling me, and I quote, "It may have been Archangel Michael that day that saved you in your garage, but it was I who sent him." And he was referring to 2014 when I attempted to start my car in my garage and Archangel Michael appeared. I don't know how much time passed, but eventually I could feel his energy start to leave. And I remember just standing in the shower like, what the fuck was that? I remember I just turned off the shower, and the very first step that I took out of the shower, it felt like I just left a portal or something and entered a brand new reality, because for the first time in my life, it was like I was evaluating everything that happened to me through the eyes of Jesus. And I seen all these people that hurt me as just teachers that were there to teach me and help me learn and grow. And I remember I just put my hands on my head like this, and I just couldn't stop saying, holy shit. I was like, holy shit, over and over. And I just walked out. I had the towel around my waist, and my old man's like down 2 flights of stairs in a kitty corner room watching TV. He's got it cranked. I just walked downstairs like this, and I'm like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. But unconditional love like I've never experienced in my life. And I didn't even know where I was walking. I was just walking, and my dad's like, "What?" He turns the TV off. He's like, "Why are you swearing? What's going on? What's wrong?" And I was just like, "Holy shit, holy shit!" And he's like, "What?" And I was just like, "I don't know what you're gonna think about this." I'm like, I just had a visitation from the soul of Jesus when I was upstairs having a shower. And he was like, "Well, if you just had a visitation from the soul of Jesus, stop swearing." And I was just like, I can't. And I just continued to do that with my hands on my head. And I just went on walking. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. But, for a week, I felt like the biggest hippie. And I would just be sitting there and I'd burst out laughing for no other reason than this heart, this love that was radiating from my heart that I never experienced before. But I was in the middle, well, not in the middle, but I was, just getting used to my new divorce environment, and I was being put through the ringer at the time, and my son was going through a lot, and that energy was very hard to hold on to with the things that I was going through. It felt like 2 weeks later I was back to wishing that this reality was just unplugged. But I learned so much. One of the things Jesus told me, the last thing that he told me before his energy pulled away, was love is the key. And with that came a download. It was like, love is the key to get into heaven. I could go on, the truth is you don't even need to know Jesus' name, but if you align to love, then you automatically align to Jesus, and he knows who you are. If you're a little baby dropped in the jungle and you grow up never meeting people, never hearing his name, but you just love the animals and nature and are very good being, you automatically align to the energy of Jesus. So just a little something. That's all I got. Wanted to share with all my new subscribers. Greatly appreciated. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.